Welcome to Ellie Goldsmith's Inspired Flow. We are rocking and rolling on the podcast world. Opportunity to really grow on 3 podcasts right now. Bez of Israel Moon is our future, and we're talking about this special time. That's our first podcast. We're really going into the idea of return to our source, to our essence, and we'll be discussing that further in a real way. And we're in Relationship Flow as a new podcast, really focusing on relationship skills, and it's a big challenge in our generation, this concept of purity and soulmate, that's development, like building that home, building that loving relationship that leads to a fulfillment and happiness, so we don't get distracted by what's around us. And then the third podcast, which is here, Ellie Goldsmith's Inspired Flow, we're trying to create a unity experience. So we have all the different musicians and unity projects and speakers, and it's important for me to discuss a few updates. Like an interesting interview came out with Mordechai Ben Avram, Mordechai Yosef Ben Avram, and he is a special person that has done work with myself, and hopefully in the future with Nissim Black, be putting down an interview about this whole issue of Afro-Americans and the Jewish community that's going on in America and the world. Unfortunately, there's been a rise in so-called anti-Semitism, and my mission is to obviously bring unity, which is the opposite of that kind of discussion and focus. But in order to do that, we do have to face the issue head on. And I don't know if I'm the person, but Mordechai Ben Avram and Nissim Black are people who want to deal with this issue. They have a crew of people who have converted and understand the struggle of being in both communities and what's going on now currently, and they're putting out there some clarification, and it's really going to make a big difference to the whole issue. You know, I had him for Shabbos, and Mordechai really clarified. Apologize for the sounds, it's just wild around here in Jerusalem. Really clarified the struggle of his personal growth. It gave me that inspiration that will lead to the unification of our peoples. There's no reason why this, everyone in a deeper sense is thirsting for wholesomeness and connection, spirituality, for love, and it really is the lack of that, the emptiness, the materialism, the lack of guidance, the lack of truth, the lack of facts. Just bottom line facts, as Ben Shapiro always says. Just going to get the facts out there, forget about the different opinions, just the clarity of really what the reality is, without any confusion or twisting, just plain truth. And that in itself will undo a lot of the negativity and hatred that's building out there. And Nissim Black himself said, unfortunately, it's an internet created religion, and there's a lot of things like that nowadays. And what we got to do is like put out there a lot of content and energy that undoes that negativity. So that's what we're all working hard on. And please God, by constantly working together. We had another friend there called Akiva, who's an interesting guy, came around as well Shabbos night, also a convert from Nigeria. It was very interesting to meet him. And we had also another special guest the next day, JC. And we see there's different people searching and journeying to Eretz Yisrael, to Jerusalem, and finding their way. And it's a time, I think, that all of us have the opportunity to really give out a unity message in the world. And personally, having the merit to live in Jerusalem and have these beautiful Shabbos together with people, it just gives the inner content, like we had the week before with Nissim Black. It gives the inner content to what's going on in our generation, that these people are finding their way and inspiring us all here and globally. And slowly the media is picking up on hopefully some of the media is picking up on the truth and allowing it to get in a global way. And that's my hope with these 3 podcasts and everything I'm trying to do, and encouraging all the different positive social media out there through Breads of Israel and all the other work I do. And I hope that, slowly there'll be more speaking and booking opportunities for Mordechai Ben Avram. We've got my Unity Inspires Projects at Gmail email posted below, and my links. You can see the interview live and what was posted, and coming interviews, please God, and all the other different showcase stuff going on, and the new release of Nissim's new song, hopefully in a week or so. Motherland Bounce, big things coming up, and I feel honored that I'm part of this Unity flow before Mashiach comes, and it's going to somehow miraculously and practically bring everybody together. That the revolution is taking place on an inner level, on an individual level, and on a sincere level. And I'm happy that all of you guys, whoever listens to me and shares this message, will continue to share your own Unity message, because it's coming on that unique plane. Everyone has their own unique way of how they're going to connect and bring it out, their own mission. And at the same time, we've got to somehow work together and deal with the system at whatever level it's at, be above the system, and join in a unified force together to build this world, to build this reality for our future, for our families, for our friends, for our children, so that it can be a place we want to live together, and we have clarity of what our purpose is. So enough talking. Looking forward to hear from you all, and loving all the different positive stuff that's going on, and trying to keep focused on that unity path. Live unified. Have a wonderful week.